Welcome to FX Options University, recorded live at the International Securities Exchange, the world's largest equity options exchange. Join the industry's top trading professionals as they provide insight and strategies for trading in the currency markets using FX options. FX options are a low-risk alternative to hedging currency moves in any market condition.
Now, stochastics versus MACD. It's very simple that they're both based on moving averages, but they're based on a moving average on different components. So therefore, a lot of traders like to use the two in conjunction because they're non-correlated. In other words, they're confirming. They're not indicators based on the same moving average values. If you look at the description here of stochastics, and I'm using a fast stochastics, which is based on a 14 period with a diffuser average of 3 periods. If you look at the MACD in the bottom quadrant of your chart, notice that we have the MACD histogram at 12 and 26, two separate different settings with a diffuser of a 9 period moving average, which helps give us the histogram reading. So we're not utilizing any numbers are the same, everything's different, and so therefore it helps to confirm when a market momentum is going to change. So the question begs, which is a better system? Well, sometimes MACD is better and sometimes stochastics is better. It depends on what you're looking at. If you look at the histogram component of the MACD, which is this orange bar, you will notice that it is starting to rise, making higher lows as prices are making lower lows. That's showing us that there is bullish convergence, meaning the indicator and price are converging together, kind of like an arrow converging like this. So we see prices moving down and we see the indicator starting to move up. With stochastics, we also see the directional change of the indicator moving up. So we are seeing a convergence, and it's much clearer. However, if we look at our MACD, our moving average components, our MACD components, if I can draw this straight, more or less is right up in here, really ties in a little bit later than our stochastics, which is right about down in here. So the true reversal in the market comes about right in this area. It rallies, the market pulls back, tests the low, and then takes off again. When using indicators, what I think is important, and let me clear all this, what's important is understanding which one is more reliable. Well, it depends on what you're looking at. If you're looking at MACD moving averages, then you're defocusing on the histogram, and therefore you're not using the true value of MACD. MACD is a two-part function, A, to look at market reversals, as well as the histogram, which helps us to identify what we call zero line, and this is a zero line. You'll notice that the orange bar trades and crosses above and below the zero line, and it indicates and generates buy and sell signals when the market trades above or the market trades below that zero line. And sometimes we get really good clean signals when stochastics and MACD all just seem to line up and confirm each other all at the same time. Those are very clean signals. Imagine this, if everyone is all looking at different indicators, but several different indicators all generate sell signals, you're going to get a stream of traders that are looking at all different aspects of trading to all converge on the marketplace. And that may create significant sell signals for you. So understand what to look for when using some of these technical indicators. Now, one of my favorite indicators out there, as we talked about in the very beginning, was pivot point analysis. Pivot points can be supplied or calculated versus any trading platform. They can be supplied by even on our website. If you're very easy to go to, if you go to our website, we don't require any logging in. Just click right here on Trading Tools, and a drop-down menu comes up, and a pivot calculator comes up. And nationalfutures.com is the website. Just click on Trading Tools. We don't require that you fill out any information. If you want to contact us, contact us. But if you want to just learn about pivots, there's a great article there on pivot point analysis. In fact, there's a pivot point calculator. It looks just like this. All you have to do is punch in and type in the market high, the market low, and the market close. Hit the submit button right there, and the next thing you're going to do, you're going to get two levels of resistance, support, and the actual pivot point. What does this do for you? Well, just to let you know, we also have a Fibonacci calculator with extension levels, so if you want to do more extraneous calculations, we have both the pivot and the Fibonacci calculator for traders out there. But what this does for you is this will enable you as a trader to see particular moves ahead of time and get projected support and resistance. This is the euro currency, the ISE, and what you're looking at are pivot calculations on a month-to-month basis. In addition, on your middle screen, you're looking at a stochastics fast, and you're looking at the MACD histogram. When a market with the histogram starts to show us, and this is also a particular indicator called the PPS, and this is a trading platform through Thinkorswim, and it includes the person's pivots and also the PPS, which stands for person's proprietary study. It gives us buy and sell, which are these or bullish and bearish indicators. It's really easy to find. You just click on studies, go to add study, all studies, go to O through P, and then you'll find PPS. Let's try that one more time. There it is, PPS. If you go down a couple more, you'll see where it says person's pivots. What this does is it filters out for us what the potential market condition is and what the potential range should be in each and every single month. So at the end of February, we get targets looking at the ISE Euro Index that we have resistance at around 75.91 and potential support at 71.75. This is what the potential range might be for this month. As you can see, for the month of March, we've had a very tight, narrow trading range. Now, we discussed just a few moments ago about a trend. If you notice, the trend for the year in the euro currency has been up. We suspect that based on a couple things. A, notice that if the trend is up in price, look at our indicators. We're starting to see crossover with our stochastics. MACD generated a zero-line histogram crossover. We're starting to see weakness in the market. So the momentum of the dollar strength is starting to wane in the marketplace. If we're coming up to the end of the quarter, this is an idea that you could start to say, well, first of all, we had a predicted resistance in the Euro FX index, the IC Euro index here, at around 74.5, let's say. And that was pretty much the target of what happened last month. So if you have an idea that the market's had a pretty significant trend, notice that the MACD, instead of price as it's making higher highs, notice the MACD histogram is starting to make lower highs. So in fact, even the MACD histogram was starting to show that this rally was petering out. In other words, we may be looking at a time period of consolidation. That's a powerful tool to help any trader to get an idea that while the media might be talking about how bearish the euro is, in other words, how bullish the dollar is, that would create the ISE's index to move up. But that hasn't happened. Think about all the news that's happened in the last 2 weeks with Greece. And you would have suspected that this market should be moving dramatically higher, the ISE index. And it's not. The technicals are showing us that there's something out there that other traders don't believe.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. Get trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary. Visit www.fxoptions.com. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in U.S. dollars and have a European-style exercise.